Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Kenya as a country, we have had history with the United Kingdom, all the way from the colonial time, then post-colonial. And with all this, there is a lot that UK got from Kenya. A lot of things. And there is still scars. We are still nursing here as a country and of course as a community. Kenya is a country of communities. So we have communities that are still suffering when they remember what they went through under the colonial rule. With all this, we are aware that King Charles III is visiting this country. And as he makes his way to Kenya, we have Kenyans who have come out to raise their concern about the past, and they're linking it now with the King Charles' visit to the country. So we have Kenyan women who are Mau freedom fighters drawn from the Kikuyu community who came out openly to protest against King Charles' visit to Kenya. And in their protest, they are very clear that they are demanding the body of Dedan Kimathi. Up to now there's no one who knows where Dedan Kimathi was buried. But we know all this happened in the hands of the colonials, the colony that was in this country. So they're demanding that as you come, because now you are the leader, it happened under your father's watch. You have now to help us have our Dedan Kimathi's body so that we can give a dignified burial. Something that Ruto is not happy about. Ruto had no peace when this was happening. Beside this, we are aware that there are also Kenyans who came out also. They wanted to have a press conference and air out their grievances on atrocity by British troops in this country on matters to do with the human rights and the environmental abuse by the British troops that are now even still operating in this country up to now. So, in different groups, Kenyans have something to raise out as the king makes his way to this country. Something that is making Ruto Gachagwa uncomfortable. Lakini Gachagwa bana anatuambianga yeye ni mtoto wa Mau Mau. Why is he uncomfortable when Mau Mau are raising serious issues touching on what they went through? So first of all, I want you to watch this video shortly to see the protest in Mount Kenya region against King Charles' visit. Then we'll continue with this discussion.
Please, let's make space, guys. Otherwise, we can't
Now, we are continuing with this panel discussion, but just a quick request. For those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And by the way, yesterday I was somewhere waiting for matatu on my way back home. Then there's someone who just passed by with a personal car. And only to realize later that he was one of our subscribers and of course a member of this channel. So I stopped by and he gave us a lift. And I want to thank him for that, just recognizing me. And on our way, of course, there was a lot of discussion, a lot of encouragement, and I just came to realize that, he's also a bishop. So they are running a church and, of course, a private school. And even in that conversation, then I came to also realize that even my daughter is going to the same school where he's also the director, So I wasn't aware, but he was able to identify me. So I want to thank him for that. And I want to thank all our viewers for the great love, encouragement, and everything. Of course, I will not mention his name, but just telling him thank you so much. Now, back to our discussion on King Charles III. Now, going by what we have seen, the manner in which this regime is behaving, I want to tell openly the Mau Mau fighters, the communities, and those who are affected, and those who are protesting right now. Because we are even told that the Pokot community elders are also protesting, demanding 10 trillion Kenyan shillings from King Charles and the British government as compensation on historic injustice. I want to tell them the truth. The reality is that the Kenya Kwanza government has no any plan to fight for your interest. This government will just kiss the king's ring, and that is it. All that Ruto and Gachagwa does is to care about their shadow diplomacy. Hiyo ndio wanafikiria. Nothing else. Not your interest. Otherwise, why would they go to an extent of giving order to police officers to go and block a press conference that it was meant to address some issues that we have seen the British government, British soldiers doing here? Why do you block it? They were not going on the street to burn the road, to burn tires. They were not going on the street to disrupt activities. Of course, it is even in our constitution to protest. And there are many ways to protest. And this was one of the peaceful way of protesting. The truth should be that Ruto should bring this issue out very clear, raise the matter with the king, if he is caring for the interests of the people in this country. What from Mount Kenya? But he doesn't care. Gachagwa always claims to be a Mau Mau son. Where is he to stand with the demand of these people? He is against their demand. What he is caring is on his political interest. They're just going to smile and give a colored speech before the king. That is the reality, and you can see it. I'm saying so because look at this. Just few individuals calling for press conference, then someone sent a lorry and a 2 small truck to that place. So they blocked every entry to the press conference. And the hotel manager of the property was given a stern warning against hosting that event. They are gagging our freedom of expression, which is protected very well in our constitution. They don't want us to express our feelings, our wish. They don't want us to speak our mind. They don't want us to complain. Yet it's very clear in our constitution. Even when you go to UK, you go to US, they have that freedom. You can go and protest to any government office. But why not here? Wanaona ni kama aibu kuaibisha na kuwaletea shaka on what they are interested in. They have to block you. Some manager amepewa warning, hana freedom ya kufanya biashara. As if they were going to plan on how to throw out William Ruto from power. Kwani hiyo press conference ilikuwa ya kwenda kupanga vile watafurusha Ruto kwa office in a democratic way. It's not so. So soon they will even start bringing a problem to anyone who is going to host the Azimio leadership because they are against this government. Inamaanisha hivyo. But that's our democratic right. As they do so, we want to remind them about the British soldier who are training in Laikipia, the issues on human right violation, the case about Agnes Wanjiru, a lady who was allegedly killed by a British soldier. Then her body was later dumped in a septic tank. 21 years old, Agnes Wanjiru. Then the British media outlet reported that that very soldier who did it is living and working scot-free in South England. Ako tu huko anatembea. Lakini msichana yetu hapa aliuawa. That was in 2012. The last person she was seen with was that British soldier. Even up to now, they never named that soldier. They're just calling him Soldier X. That's what they're doing here. I love you just want people to laugh and no, even the family is not happy. They must be told. We have a freedom of expression. We must express our grievances. We must speak to power. But we should be aware that this regime has not any good interest to safeguard us. They have a bad plan with us. That's why they cannot allow anyone to speak when King Charles is coming here. So they have to make everything look good, make him comfortable, and not tell him the truth. That alone means that you are supporting the atrocity and the human violation that has been taken place in this country. So you are a part of it.